What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I posted any of this, but here we are with some more Jack Hammer Road to Glory middle linebacker from the Minnesota Golden Gophers. We are in his junior season now. The Gophers are 1-0, and they're going to take on Tank Tucker's team, the UNC Tar Heels, on the road. And Minnesota has a 7-0 lead, but a big run from the North Carolina running back is going to get them into Minnesota territory. And then on 2nd and 10, quarterback under pressure, and he fumbles the ball, and Minnesota is going to take over possession. And now we're later in the first quarter, Minnesota 10-0 lead, and Hammer sees the receiver make the catch in front of him, and he comes over and makes the tackle. And now 3rd and 1, Tar Heels out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to the running back, and he is tackled in the backfield. Minnesota would quickly turn the ball back over, and now on defense, Jack Hammer smacks the running back in the backfield, loss of 2 on the play. Now 3rd and 15, trying to play some soft coverage, don't allow the big play, and they get a completion to the 1-yard line. That's exactly what you don't need. And so 3rd and goal, trying to get a stop, and the running back goes up the right side, and he's going to go in for a touchdown. Tar Heels now down by 3. Hammer in coverage, 3rd and 7 in the third quarter, and the quarterback is going to be sacked. And so Gophers defense playing pretty well, but offense not spotting them very many points. Tar Heels trying to tie this game up, but an important 3rd and 12 now. Hammer back in coverage, pass to the end zone. It's nearly intercepted, and so Minnesota forces a field goal attempt, and UNC would also add a safety. So Hammer and the defense needs to come up with a big stop and then get the ball back for this offense so they can hopefully win this game. And we hold them on 1st down, but now it's 3rd down, and the pitch outside, that one had no chance, hit immediately, and a holding penalty on top of that. And our offense would go down and kick the field goal that we needed to give us a 1-point victory over the Tar Heels. So we go 2-0 on the regular season. Hammer only had 5 tackles in the game, 1 was for a loss. And now the Gophers get to play an FCS school. These are always easy games. And 7-0 early, Minnesota got on the board quickly. First play of the game for FCS Northwestern, and it's going to be an interception for the Gophers, returned for a touchdown. Not a very good start for our opponents. And now here's their second play from scrimmage in the first quarter. And Hammer trying to get to the quarterback, but he's going to throw it deep, and that one's intercepted. And so our defense and offense clicking right away on all cylinders. And in case you guys didn't know, I have done a couple live streams lately, and I would like to do some on NCAA 12 for my Road to Glory series. You know, get Jack Hammer some progress and do it live in a live stream. So if you guys would like that, leave me some feedback in the comment section. I read the comments, and I would like to know if you guys would want some Jack Hammer live stream or a Tank Tucker live stream. So just let me know, and if that's what you guys want to see, I will definitely bring some. But now Minnesota with a comfortable 35-point lead, and 2nd and 16, and the running back is going to escape the Gophers defense, and he's going to go all the way to the house. It's a foot race, and he's going to win it. No shutout for the Gophers, but they have a comfortable lead, and that's really all that matters at this point. We're in the 4th quarter, and that pass is going to be intercepted, so this Gophers defense gets a lot of turnovers in this matchup. Didn't show a lot of it because Hammer only was in on 2 tackles, and now we have the San Jose State Spartans in a matchup at TCF Bank Stadium. Minnesota up 7-0 early, and quarterback back to pass, and he finds an open man, and he's going to get into Gophers territory. And a new set of downs, 1st and 10, and they fake the handoff, and the quarterback's going to take it himself, and then Hammer comes through, and he's going to force a fumble, and they would keep possession, but Hammer trying to make some big plays and be a feared middle linebacker in the Big Ten. 2nd and 13, all day to pass, perfect protection, just wait for the man to get open. That's on the defensive line right there. 3rd and goal now, trying to hold him to a field goal, and the pass goes out to the left, and he's going to run into the end zone. So San Jose State on the board, tying the game at 7, and they're working their way back into scoring range. And they're going deep on that right sideline, and it is intercepted, so we get a very important turnover. We have to get those turnovers and make big defensive stops because the offense doesn't score enough points for us all the time. But in the third quarter now, they're getting their way back into Gopher territory with a nice completion and run after the catch. And then they're going to run the ball, and they got some blocks established. Good downfield blocking especially, and inside of the red zone, inside the 10-yard line. And now San Jose State knocking on the door. Hammer trying to get the crowd into it, and carry goes up the middle, and they stop him on 3rd and goal. Bring up 4th down, and they are going to go for it. And Hammer gets his hands on the running back, but he's able to muscle his way into the end zone. And so San Jose State assumes a 7-point lead and gets a turnover, and they're back on the attack inside the red zone after that completion. The Gophers force San Jose State into a 3rd and long situation. Hammer, he's going to be back in coverage, looking over the middle, and Hammer nearly comes up with the interception. Had an opportunity there. Now under a minute left, and Hammer hits the running back in the backfield, and he is cleaned up by some other defenders, and that means the offense would have a chance. They need 8 points, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion, but they are unable to, and so Minnesota falls in their first loss of the year to San Jose State. Only 3 tackles in this game, so only 5 tackles over the course of the 2 last games. Had a fumble recovery in this contest, but now Jack and everybody on this team needs to step it up. Number 1 team in the nation coming to town. The Wisconsin Badgers, Big Ten rivals with a Paul Bunyan axe. And here we see Jack Hammer laying a big hit on the receiver. Now 2nd and 6, handoff, and the running back stays on his feet, but Jack comes through and he puts him down. Minnesota trying to step up their defense, help their offense out a bit. 3rd and 6, Badgers trying to convert, and Jack allows that pass to go over the middle, and so Wisconsin keeps this drive alive, and another short pass and more yards after the catch will get them even closer to scoring range. Jack trying to get the crowd into it. 3rd and 4, quick pass left side, and that's a 1st down, making it 1st and goal. And now option outside, and I accidentally hit a hit stick there. Can't do that. I get kind of antsy when those situations occur. I got to fix that part about my game when I play linebacker. And now we're back on defense and trying to hold them, but they convert on 3rd and inches. And now back to pass over the middle. Jack trying to cover 2 people at once, and he allows the pass, but he does lay a big hit. Receiver hangs on. So a new set of downs, 1st and 10, Jack back in coverage, but the pass goes out to the right side, and the receiver will spin his way into the end zone. Badgers up 14-0 until Minnesota would capitalize with a field goal, and so it's an 11-point deficit, and we're just trying to figure out how to stop this Badgers offense. It's the end of the first half, and now going deep over the middle, and it is intercepted. A big turnover. Jack trying to go in and lay a block, and he gets laid out himself. Very odd to see Jack get laid out like that. The Badgers would have an opportunity, though, to go deep for one last play, and they're going to throw all the way to the end zone, and Jack is there to bat it down, try to go for the interception, but at least it didn't fall into the hands of a Badger. And so second half now, and the Badgers offense still hitting on all cylinders. They're up 21-3 after that touchdown pass and run, and now Jack coming through the line, and he gets the running back in the backfield. Loss of 3, need those kind of big plays. Minnesota would answer with a touchdown, and now a screen pass on the left side, and Jack is there to clean it up. Only a gain of 3. Good defense from Jack in the second half. 3rd and 9 now, pass going deep. 1-on-1, and it is batted away, and so Minnesota's defense holds, and they try to get their offense going, but you can see from the Super Sim, it's not very easy with this Gophers offense. So we're in the 4th quarter now, and Jack lays out the running back, and the fumble on the play, and it's going to be picked up by the Gophers. That's what your star players need to do, get those big plays, but Jack hurt himself on that play. We'll check the injury report, and a sprained elbow will keep him out for the rest of the game, so all we can do is watch a Super Sim. And here it is. Following the fumble, the Gophers offense would go down and get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, but they would not get an onside kick, and so they fall to the Badgers, number 1 in the nation. Though they put up a good fight, defense stepped it up, especially Jack Hammer in the second half. Here you can see that fumble that he forced, and he finished the game with 8 tackles, 2 for a loss, and a forced fumble. Hopefully Jack's numbers can pick up in the next games in this series, because he has the potential to be a big star, a great middle linebacker. Next episode, the first game will be against the Ohio State Buckeyes. And remember, guys, if you want to see a Jack Hammer live stream, just leave your feedback, and we'll get some more Jack Hammer on my channel very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.